I'm a huge football fan. I love the team aspect of it. It's not just one-on-one, it's a team against a team. I love that the coaches have to be involved. I love that it's a chess match. I love that it's personalities. I love that it's different speeds, sizes, weights, strengths, backgrounds, and you all come together to make a team, and the best team typically wins. Not the team that's most talented, but the best team. And that's the beauty of football right there. The hardest part of playing football is it's a physical sport. It requires your heart and soul. So you can play as hard as you can, but if you're not playing with your heart and soul, it doesn't quite work. There's a gear there, there's a step. That if you're not putting in that extra little something special, it doesn't quite work. The fans can see it. You can feel it. And that's one thing unique about football is you gotta give it all you got, but then you gotta put your heart and soul into it. And that's when it works. My high school coach, Tom Rabb, was probably one of the most influential people in my life, especially at that time. Tom Rabb was a black belt in karate. He was quiet, but he had the respect of every person on our team, completely, to where I would go home and have dinner with my parents, my family. I'd be telling stories about Tom Rabb. My parents would say, what is he doing to get that kind of love and respect from you? Like, what's up?
What was he doing?
He was a respectful person himself. He treated us with respect, but he demanded our very best. He didn't let us get away with stupid crap on the football field. Like, if people were swearing, he would just cut it out. He wanted us to be our best at 14, 15, 16, 17 years old. And he got our best. Every player who ever puts on a helmet wants to improve. Every player wants a coach who's going to help them improve. And some coaches know how to help their players improve. Andy Reid is a classic example of a coach who helped me improve, because he helped me dig into what I was doing, to get better at what I was doing, to refine my game at what I was doing, running routes, change of direction, catching balls. And he required me to step up in competition with other tight ends, to step up in competition with other teams in the NFL. So he required of me to bring my very best to practice and to games. And he was my coach that asked me to step up in a way that made the biggest difference. Playing for Andy Reid, one of the most memorable moments was catching 2 touchdowns in the NFC Championship to help our team go to the Super Bowl. And the relationship that we had forged for years. And we'd been to 4 NFC championships in a row. This was the 4th, and we beat the Atlanta Falcons, went to the Super Bowl. And that moment of preparation, week of practice, winning the game, all together, combined, that was the sweetest moment in my NFL career.
Yes.
So much of what has worked with me learning football was talking to my teammates. So my coaches would download, we would install plays, but it was really talking with my teammates, either my quarterback or other teammates. How am I supposed to run this option route? On the paper, you go like this and run over, but in a game, there's so much field to set a player up. I had to talk to my teammates that were better at it than me to understand where I wanted to be in relation to the defender, whether it was physical contact or whether it was space, whether it was setting them up. It was most of the things I learned about football were really in that triangle, me, my coach, and my teammates, and talking and working it out, trying it, trying something that worked, trying something that didn't work, and through trial and error and precise execution, both. And there's a little bit of artistry. It can't just be you run exactly 10 yards and cut out. There's got to be so much like freewheeling jazz session artistry, and it came from that relationship, coach, teammate, and myself. Team Nation is one of the greatest tools to help players get information way quicker than the old model. The old model was 3-ring binder, flipping through, memorizing plays. Team Nation is what I wish I had as a professional athlete. Team Nation is what I wish I had as a college athlete, and it's what I wish I had as in high school. I wish that I could have prepared on my own, looking at my phone, competing against other people, or just having the information where I could quickly refer to it and bounce through it and be prepared for practice, be prepared for that week's games. I'm so jealous of this generation of kids that can learn from coach, teammate, but can also take a tool like Team Nation and get way quicker, way faster. Most high school kids aren't so talented that they just blow the doors off of their competition. You gotta have an edge. Team Nation allows players, everyone, to have an edge for practice, for games, to get just a little quicker, a little smarter. And football is all reaction. You can't be thinking when you're playing a game. You got to be able to see and react. Team Nation is what goes deep and quick to allow you to quickly prepare and also quickly react. Speed of sport is something that is unique to sport. You have to be able to see it and feel it. So when you're in the huddle in football and you get the play call, you got to be able to process that play call very quickly. And then as soon as you're walking to the line of scrimmage, you're looking at that defense to see where they're lining up. If you're on defense, you're looking at that offense to see what formation and what package they're in. And you have to be able to quickly know exactly what you're going to do. There is stuff that's just happening, you just make up once you get the ball in your hands. But before that, your brain has got to put your body in the right position to win. Team Nation is what allows your brain to be so much quicker, to recognize things so much quicker than just normal classroom or just normal 3-ring binder memorization. In the pros, you're given a 3-ring binder as you get ready for training camp. You basically need to, as much as you can, memorize those plays. There's so many plays, there's so many variations, and there's now a great tool in Team Nation to help you speed up that process of not just memorizing, but internalizing the plays. You have to feel those plays. They have to become a part of you. So if it's 2-jet flanker drive, my assignment as a tight end is going to change depending on the defense. I have to feel that. The sooner I can internalize that once I get the play call in the huddle, the quicker I'm going to be able to react as I'm running the route. Team Nation is exactly what I wish I had when I played football at every level to help my speed of the game be just a little sharper than anyone I was going up against. When I was given a play call like 322 Y-stick nod in the red zone, and Ray Lewis was the middle linebacker, and I knew he was going to be guarding me, and I knew the play was most likely coming to me, I wanted to be sharp with every part of the execution of that route. I wanted to set the route, I wanted to set the fake, hit the double move, I wanted to give my quarterback a favorable target, and the game of football was sweet that way, where here's an important critical play in the game. I know the ball is coming to me. I know who's guarding me, and that's the beauty of the game right there. Like you're taking your best against their best, and you're trying to win. I have kids that play all sorts of sports. I love when their coaches engage authentically, genuinely with my kids, and the coach is trying to teach them how to play fast to be good. And this is what I would love to tell parents about Team Nation. I'm giving you this tool, this Team Nation tool, that's going to help your son perform his best much quicker, so that when he goes home, he's going to be able to study and prepare. His brain synapses are going to fire a little quicker. He's going to be more prepared for practice and for games. That's what I want parents to know about Team Nation, is it levels the playing field for them. It gives them an opportunity to be their best. Every athlete is different. Every athlete learns a different way at a different speed. And it's important for game day for each athlete on the team to get their stuff into their head. Well, what if some players learn a different way, but they're not given the opportunity to learn in that way? Then when they get to the game, they don't know it. The only thing that matters is what they know on game day, not what the coach knows. And so Team Nation is it offers everyone a different way to learn, a different way to absorb information, a different way to process what they need to do. And it's just adding on your senses. It's adding it's another arrow in the quiver of your skills. And it's going to give you as an athlete an edge. Everyone's looking for an edge. You don't want to go into a game as a deficit, in debt, with problems. You want to go into the game with, you have answers for questions. You're ready to respond. And that's, to me, the gift and the beauty of Team Nation, is it gives you this skill to refine, to understand, to know it just a little bit better. Football's an interesting sport because it's such a difficult game. It's physical, it's challenging. You got the summer work that's so intense. You got the season work that's intense. And then you're shooting for either a bowl game or a championship, a playoff run. And the cycle of the year of football, you can't fake your way into football. You can only earn your way onto the field. You have to earn the right to be on the field. You earn it from your coaches, you earn it from your teammates, you earn their respect. No one wants a faker in the huddle. Like, you can smell out a faker from a mile away. They want people in the huddle who can make plays. That's what it comes down to. I was influenced by my high school coach in a way that changed my life and trajectory of my life forever. What was he making? $2 an hour? I have no idea. But he certainly didn't do it for the money. His influence and impact on my life, I can't put a price on that. He taught me how to work. He taught me how to work with others. He taught me how to give my best effort, even if I wasn't starting. If I was just on the bench, my high school coach, Tom Rabb, told me and coached me and taught me how to give the most to my teammates. Well, that's impacted my entire career, not just in sports, but in everything else. My high school coach was a key mentor at a formative part of my development, my adolescence. He was there to teach me what was appropriate, what wasn't. He was there to teach me when I thought I was working hard. He showed me a whole new level of hard work. He helped me tap into my spirit, my soul, who I am, which I had to use going into the college ranks. I had to tap into in the pros. And it was Coach Rabb, my high school coach, that taught me that. So I'm profoundly grateful for the time that he took to teach me and coach me, and the relationship he had with me. It was totally professional, and I will never be able to pay him back. He doesn't want me to pay him back. His reward was just seeing me and my teammates thrive. That was his reward. That's why he did it. We did give him a state championship. We did give him a second place finish in the state championship. And I think he was satisfied as a coach, knowing that we loved and respected him. And a lot like my parents ask me all the time, what did he do that made you respect him so much? I can't even describe it in one interview. All I can say is I'm so grateful for his influence in my life. I think as a human being, you know when someone loves you enough that they give up everything to help you. And it's, how do you return the favor to someone like that? Because they're not looking for money. But you know when they love you. And that's a key part of being a great coach, is when you love those kids, it works. They're going to run through a wall for you. Football matters in America so much that we're willing to buy big tracts of land and put football fields out. We're willing to let our kids play football. Well, football matters in America. Just turn on the TV on Saturday and Sunday, really any night of the week now, in the fall, and there's football games being played. It's the most popular sport in America. It draws the most eyeballs, the most passion. Yeah, you better believe football matters in America. I'm grateful for football because it allowed me, with my skill set, to thrive at something, to get confidence at something, to develop my skills, to have all sorts of cool friendships with coaches, with teammates, with my own family because of football. And then you got to showcase it on game day. I mean, that's where you put it all to work, make it happen, have fun, win games, jump over people, make plays, score touchdowns, go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I want to say to the players, I wish I was you. I wish I had a tool like Team Nation that would help me in my preparation. It would have taken the anxiety of practice away, because I would have been more prepared for practice, to hear a play in the huddle and know exactly what I was supposed to do. Not wondering as I'm walking to the line like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do on this play? Yeah, cross my fingers and hope. Team Nation would have given me the skills that my physical body didn't quite have yet. I was a late bloomer, so I needed every edge I could get. And if I just had more mental edge, Team Nation is what would have given it to me. I wish I had that. I wish I had it in high school. I wish I had Team Nation in college, and I wish I had Team Nation in the pros. Yeah, I want every high school coach in the country to see that their kids will improve because of Team Nation. Their teams will improve because of Team Nation. We are presenting a tool that will only help their team, will only help each player individually. It's going to help their team get so much smarter, so much faster. That's what you're trying to do as a coach. You're trying to help your kids be smarter. You have a tool that you're going to give into their hand that's going to allow them to be able to read and recognize so much quicker